Yo, welcome back. It's Apartment 103. Thank you for listening and tuning in to the podcast. This is episode 37.
37.
Hey, first time go, baby. Let's get it. Okay. Come on. Anyway. I've been watching too much Instagram with that one dude, man. He's hilarious. Anyway, yeah. It's been a week, right?
It's been a week, yeah.
Your first full week, right?
Yeah.
Of your new job?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
I love it. I have nothing negative to say about the company on camera.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Dude, so one of my coworkers was telling me that a girl that got fired recently, they found a TikTok of her talking about like that job, and she was like, "Y'all need to get you one of these jobs. My jobs don't care that I'm late. They don't give a fuck that I'm late. As long as she show up and do her work, she's good. It don't matter if she's late." She's like, "I go in there and I catch up on my Love and Hip Hop, all this stuff, right?"
Wow.
And yeah, she basically
Just
went
letting
off.
out all the dirty secrets.
Basically went off about this job. She's like, "I'm not gonna tell y'all where I work," but just got into it, right, about how good this job was. It got good benefits, yada yada. But she only in here while she do school, because when she's done with school, she's out this motherfucker.
It was that. That's what got her. That's what got her.
But
not
yeah,
the benefits, not all the good stuff that's coming from it. They're like, "Oh, you planning on leaving?
Yeah.
You can't leave us if
can't
you
do
ain't
that."
here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I'd have nothing to say about my job.
Okay,
I
never
love
mind.
it dearly.
I'm sorry I even put
But I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to tell you about that.
All right, great.
Somebody showed that to me. I was like,
That is wild.
that didn't age well.
That just goes to show you that you got to be careful with what you say on the socials, man.
Everybody's watching. The world is watching.
Like, should you have been punished for having your own personal opinion about your job? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, what comes with it is this hearsay is that the girl also wasn't good at her job.
Oh,
So like,
they possibly would have ended up firing her anyway. But
yeah. Who knows if that video had anything to do with it? But
yeah, that's just the rumor mill talking.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. You okay?
Just a little
You
chilly.
got shy? You
No,
realize
my legs look great, bro.
You realize your legs was out? You was like, ooh.
No. I'm afraid that I might end up getting catcalled because of these legs. Like, you know, these legs looking like I work out.
Okay.
I even had a homie hit me up once. Something about like, you train legs? I'm like, no, but I will if you like them. I'm like,
Huh?
yeah.
I don't know. Like, he was asking if you train your legs?
Yeah, because he said they look good. He said my legs look good.
Why'd you say no?
Because I didn't.
You don't train legs.
I didn't at the time. I don't now. I don't know. I don't now. It was like when I was back in Alaska, right before I like started hitting the actual gym, like going all the time.
When he's just like, I'm like looking scrumptious.
Yeah, kinda. I don't even remember how my legs even got into the picture. Literally,
he said I was wearing jeans, bro. I don't know what happened.
No, because ironically, my legs do have my leg had that little muscle, right? That line for the muscle.
Yeah.
But like I've never like worked them out. But ever since he told me that, like he gave me a whole workout plan, and a lot of it, there was a big emphasis on leg growth. Yeah. Which was what I wanted. I was like, I don't want to be that guy with the scrawny legs and the big up top. Granted, I don't think I'll ever have the big up top anyways, but
yes, you will. But
I think my legs they're beefy. They're just naturally beefy. And so they have like those little lines, like as if I worked them out. It's just fat hanging there, man. That's the line there that you're seeing. And he was like, "Oh, it looks like you do." Like he wasn't like, slobbering on my screen or on his screen at my picture or anything, but like he was like, "Oh, your legs look good, bro. Like, keep it up and stuff." So, ever since then, man, I look at them, I'm like, they kind of nice.
Like nothing to be ashamed of.
That's right,
Yeah.
But I wanna save some for everybody else.
I got you, man.
Once the legs out, man.
Yeah, you gotta leave something to the
Thighs
imagination.
save lives, baby. You
Yeah,
heard?
you already hitting them with the beard. You can't give them the legs too.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I
I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I just want our audience to also have like someone to fawn over them too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them distracted.
Yeah.
I want them to know our conversation.
Yeah.
Not
Love
my
us
thighs.
for us, not the looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Exactly. That's exactly all. That's all it was.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, I got you. Should we get into these?
Oh yeah. You're starting to
The way we kick off every episode, we do. Let's get deep, the Friends edition. Whenever we're done with this, we'll probably move on to the couples one.
That's right.
We're not a couple. If this is your first time watching, we're friends.
Wait, what? We're not a couple?
We're
Couple of guys?
We're a couple of, just a couple of bros just hanging out.
Couple of bros touching toes, baby. They can't see it, so it's okay, right?
No, I want to show you. My feet are over here.
Mine are too. Oh.
Dumbass. Well, it's still recording, so I guess you're good.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
May have kicked our.
He committed to the bit. I can't be mad at it. All right. Well, anyway, once we're done with this, we might go on to the couples. There's a couples version, and there's a like 18+ version.
Oh, a freaky deaky?
A freaky deaky one.
Hey, okay.
Which I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of those questions I might be like, pass. I don't know if I could be that vulnerable.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. But that means we'll just, dump it back in the box, pull another.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. This is level 1. This is the icebreaker. What was your favorite food growing up?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
You answered that so fast.
It was like my all-time favorite. Like if we were going out the house, hey, let me get some of them tacos.
Really? That was your go-to?
That was my go-to. It was my mom's favorite when she was like pregnant with me. And at some point, for whatever reason, like Taco Bell was like hey, you getting some Taco Bell? Soft tacos? Can I get some?
The soft tacos.
Yeah. My issue with the crunchies, one is first, I feel further away from authentic Mexican tacos.
Sure.
But that wasn't really the biggest deal, is I eat sloppy. And not only that, is it crunches and it just destroys the shell. And now I'm like holding half my taco while I'm trying to crunch the rest of it. And then I'm like, scarfing. I look a mess trying to do it. So, especially like when we go get it, I might snag one, eat it in the car. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm making
do that
a mess.
with a crunchy one.
Yeah, like so I saw you slap that thing down real quick. You know what I'm saying?
The crunchy tacos at Taco Bell, I eat the top half first.
Oh.
And then I just get it's basically like a sliver of all the beef, all the ground beef. And just
trim it down.
Pour some of that hot sauce on there.
Yo.
Just eat it.
What's your favorite sauce?
I'd rather not.
No. Go ahead. Vulnerability, baby. Let's
all right.
He a mild sauce packet.
Whoa. Hey, no, wait. Hey. I want to preface this by saying I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time.
Okay.
And I get the mild sauce.
Told y'all. That boy, mid AM.
Actually lower than mid. But I ain't going to argue with you.
I'll take mid.
Yeah. No, mid for sure. No, the only reason I started getting it was because I wasn't really feeling hot sauce. Like at the time, I wasn't with the spicy food. I was young. So then I was like,
So you was a little.
Go ahead, say it.
A little sensitive, at
the
in your earlier
exactly.
on in life. Okay.
Yeah. So. So yeah, I thought that the hot sauce was gonna be too hot. So I was like, you know what?
As a kid, I could see that.
So I
think I stayed mild for a while too.
I was like, let me just get mild.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's because I wanted something to add a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit more flavor.
Like everyone's getting sauce. I want something.
Not the pizzazz and like putting it on there, but like the taco itself wasn't enough flavor. Like I need a little extra, but I don't want to commit to the fire.
Gosh,
so I was like, let me just get mild.
Yeah, I go Diablo now.
Diablo?
Yeah, I get
the black packets?
Yeah,
Ooh.
2 per taco every time.
2
at
per
a
taco.
minimum.
You wild.
At a minimum.
That boy wild. That boy don't care about life. That boy eats
They're
Diablo.
not even that hot.
Diablo
they really
sauce just to feel something. Actually, no, I've never had it, so I don't know.
They're really not that bad. They're not that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, Taco Bell is like
Taco
my
Bell.
as a kid.
That's so surprising.
As a kid. Yeah.
Well, like if we're talking fast food, for me it was McDonald's. We
Okay.
always wanted a Happy Meal.
Gotcha.
Always wanted a Happy Meal. So much so that my dad's friends used to tease us about it, and they used to say, "Get his pee-pee meal."
Oh yeah, I'd be offended.
And I'd be like,
See?
not anymore.
Oh. See? Un juguete, por favor.
No, that was a go-to. But as far as like
At home?
What you got at home?
Oh, okay. So my go-to meal was Mexican casserole.
Oh,
Off
right.
rip.
We
Off
talked about
rip.
that
That
last
was-
week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it started my love for that recipe.
Mm-hmm.
The second dish though would be chicken and dumplings. My stepdad makes a fire chicken and dumplings. Yeah. Those were like his 2 big meals that I like.
Yeah.
I cannot live without.
Yeah.
Or the booger burgers. We called them booger burgers because he would always say that the reason why they taste so good because he'd put boogers in them. And then we'd be like, ew, that's gross. Yeah. That's good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
For us, I used to love when my grandma used to make albondigas, bro.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to run that back. I ain't that Mexican.
You don't know what albondigas are?
What?
Albondigas?
Albondigas? Albondigas. No.
They're
Or at least never called it.
basically they're just meatballs.
Oh, really?
Yes, but in Mexican culture we have a caldo that is it's like some type of caldo, right? But it has rice in it and it has meatballs made out of ground beef, and I think there's like rice in it. I don't know.
Also inside the meatball?
I truly don't know. I see it in there.
You're like, my grandma's the only one who really knows what's happening in that bowl.
Like I seen my sisters have made it and my aunts have made it. Everybody's made it. I think Claudia made them once. But like you can also put like verduras in there, so like vegetables in there, like carrots,
Potatoes.
squash, potatoes. So you can add like whatever you want to.
So is it kind of like a stew almost?
You've had caldo de pollo.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We used to love that. Alex used to not like the caldo, so he used to get just the meatballs and the rice, and he just like
it's too wet. Just give me the food.
I ain't trying to drown. I ain't thirsty. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I feel that though. Sometimes
it
can be a little too much juice.
I love a caldo, bro. I don't love a caldo in the heat, like in the hot months.
In the summer.
But like in the winter,
Oh yeah.
Give me a little caldo, dog. And I roll up a
little
tortilla,
sopita, you know,
a tortilla, and just fucking dip it in there. Not even putting food in the tortilla. You just eating the tortilla by itself.
Yeah, I've done that. Even like whenever my dad would make a little bit more tortillas than I needed for whatever meal, and like might have like some egg yolk in the bottom if I had eggs, or like some salsa still like hanging around. I scoop that all up as much as I can, and I eat the tortilla like that.
Yeah,
but okay,
I had to cut down on tortillas, but I was doing that where I would make an extra tortilla, throw some salt in that bit, roll it up, eat that.
Okay,
so good.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was my go-to. Like if they asked us what we wanted, that was the one.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sounds good though.
Yeah,
sounds really good.
It's really
good. I might need Claudia to make me some too. So, level 2, deep. Did you go to prom and or prom weekend? What was it like?
I did not go to my prom. I went to Claudia's prom. Claudia was a year below us, as you know. So I didn't end up going to our prom because
he was like, it's lame. Only white people. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's spot on, bro. Like, I don't know what it was, but I think like around high school.
I wonder if Hispanics have a thing like that for school in Mexico. Would you know?
I don't know.
Oh,
I hadn't talked to my cousins about that. But I think that in high school, I just thought that I was too cool to do anything. Like, it wasn't cool to do things. You know what I'm saying?
To do things made you a try hard,
yeah,
a people pleaser.
Like,
you're just going to just to say you did this.
Like I felt like I was cool because I didn't like those things. And don't get me wrong, I was far from cool. I knew I was far from cool.
Right.
Not that far. Chill out.
Oh, right. Not that far.
Yeah, no, it's more of a. Okay, I was an athlete. Okay.
That is true, and I was not.
Yeah.
I was
okay.
Definitely not.
Were the stands empty? Yes, but we live in Kansas.
I was in the stands. I supported.
You went to go see the football game. You went to go peep. You went to go peep at the football game.
I did. I watched football and soccer.
That was one of the most disheartening things when we were playing once. And you know the way the ODAC thing is laid out? Like, they literally have the soccer field.
Yeah.
And then you walk through a tunnel and the fucking football field is on literally the other side of the bleachers. This way and this way. And our game was over. It wasn't there was a few people, like family and like friends and stuff, seeing us. But then we walked to the other side and fucking packed. We had a good ass football team, but like, come on, man.
Right. Honestly, I think that's scheduling.
Why
they shouldn't have done it?
Why would y'all schedule it on the same? Nobody was even taking pictures of us, like the fucking yearbook people. They didn't give a fuck we were playing, bro.
Yeah. But I was always at most of the soccer games, though.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was only because I was trying to talk to this one chick. Same with.
Excuse me.
Not only. I went to go.
You said only. You said only.
I meant one of the only reasons. One. Two is because my boy was there.
The main reason should be because your boy was playing.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it was. But like I'm saying, like on top of that, it you know what? The hole is dug. I'm just gonna lay in what's there, and we good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who's the girl?
No, that's too vulnerable. Now
you're right. What was the question?
Prom.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't go.
I didn't go to my prom.
Our prom.
I didn't go to.
I didn't know you own
prom. I didn't go to prom of my senior year, but I did go after I graduated with Claudia. But going to that one made me wish I had gone to mine, which is a bitch because if the years were reversed and I would have gone to Claudia's first, I would have been able to go to mine.
Yeah.
C'est la vie.
Yeah. Yep. That's life.
What about you?
I did go to our prom.
Yep.
Not in the situation that I would have wanted to go. At the time, I was with my first wife.
Yeah.
And we did not go together. She had a competition to go to, and so she was over there doing her thing in another state because they were doing nationals.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went with a mutual friend of ours, her and her boyfriend. So it wasn't like it was just me and another chick.
Yeah.
It was just me. I was a third wheel, and I was just going for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've watched Grease. I've watched all these classic movies about like high school, even though these actors are obviously older than high school.
Yeah.
But prom, homecoming, these are all like big things that are played out in movies. I wanted to experience it myself. So I ended up going. I had an okay time, just chilling and hanging out, but it was kind of like, whatever. So, yeah, that's what it was like. It was meh, like, because I didn't have my person with me at that time. So it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah. You know what I also feel like I missed out on was the lock-in. Did you go to that?
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, you see, my dad would not allow me to do a lot of things. So, yeah, extracurricular activities were not a thing for me, but they are for my brothers and sisters now because my dad's like, oh, should I let them do this? I'm like, yes. Like, why are you robbing them of the childhood I could have had? Yeah. I'm not salty. I hate you. You know?
Can I come?
Right. No. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things I didn't get to do because you had to have like a permission, like to be allowed to stay at the school overnight and stuff like that. That would have been so dope. I think that would have been so fun.
That's one of those things that I look back on and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done that.
I almost forgot about it completely, like until I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't even like bring it up as a possibility. Didn't even ask like if I could do it because again, I was just like, nah, that's for y'all.
Yeah,
that's for y'all, bruh.
Like we don't do lock-ins over here.
I even think I had that same attitude for college. Like when everybody was enrolling for college, I was like, psh.
My man was like, I'm the gray man. Just chilling in the back, not doing nothing.
Doing nothing but writing rhymes with my boys.
yeah, that's what we would do. Everybody locked in.
We was locked in at the crib. Yeah.
That ain't that bad, right? Like, I feel like we had a decent time.
As much as I think about those what ifs, like I still had fun in high school. So I'm like, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
That would kind of just guide me to like advise my kids, take the opportunity to do these things if you want to.
Right, like you might, because you're not gonna get a chance to do it again. Like if you think that there's like if you even have the hintest idea that you want to try it, go for it. Yeah. You might not like it. That's okay.
Yeah,
you'll be able to talk about it later. You'll be able to understand why you didn't like it. Yada yada. More about yourself, X, Y, and Z. But you can say, I was in high school. I did this. It wasn't that great. The hype was more than what it was worth. But
if you don't do it, you might grow up and be like, there'll be a sliver of you wishing you did do it.
Right. The FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you live and you learn.
Yeah. Now, we didn't get it though. What was your prom experience like though?
Oh,
like what was it like?
Dude, I had a blast. That's
awesome.
No, me and Claudia, we went out to dinner. We met up at the prom with Sharon and a friend that she went with. My brother was there because he was in the same grade as Claudia and them.
Yeah. Your twin brother?
Yeah, my twin brother was a grade
I
below me.
just want to put that out there.
So he was there. It was just a blast. We slow danced. We You and
your brother, right?
Yeah, of course. We're twins.
Of course, right.
Don't be weird.
Like reattach the umbilical cord real quick.
I'm like, you smell good.
Oh God.
Is this my cologne?
You wearing my shirt?
Yeah. We did live together at the time. Well, in my apartment.
Right.
Yeah. But no, like Claudia and I slow danced. It was a good time. I just wish doing that made me wish I would have gone our year because that's the people I just named was like most of the people that I knew there.
Because then you would have had that experience times two.
Yeah, and then I would have been with most of my friends on our year.
Yeah.
You know, because you would have been there and a bunch of.
That would have made my time a little more bearable.
Yeah. So no, but it was a good experience.
That's good. I'm glad we ended with that positive note there.
That sadness.
Yeah.
All right, let's get deeper. What would you identify as one of the most impactful or life-changing moments in your life? Damn, that is deeper. Most impactful, life-changing moments.
At what time? What time?
In your life.
Just at all.
In general. Dang, that's a toughie, bro.
Yeah. I think for me, it's going to be a time frame. Right? Is it talking about a moment?
A moment.
Most impactful or life-changing moments. Okay, so plural.
Moments. So, yeah.
Cool. It was when my first marriage was dying out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was stationed in Alaska for those 3 years. Those whole 3 years made me realize a lot about, like, how young I was trying to be married and how much I didn't know about people, about myself, how to be alone.
Yeah.
I still struggle a little bit now with it. So like how to be alone and be okay with being alone, like by yourself, like not having to have somebody with you at all times. Right. It's okay to go and have friends and hang out and do things, but you can't be with someone 24/7, so you have to fight whatever demons that you're running away from through hanging out with other people or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I've had to deal with those and just really trying to not suppress, but like learn how to manage my anger and when things aren't going my way or the way that I think that they should go, whether that's in a more fair sense or even in a sense that benefits me. And also lastly, I think I'll talk on is, like I mentioned, is learning about other people. And this was the beginning of my journey, I think, of giving grace to people, despite the way they made me feel. It's like, you are who you are going to be.
Yeah.
It's not my job to change you. And my responsibility is to myself. I have to control how I react based on the way you treat me. I don't have to allow you to continue to treat me a certain way if I don't like it. But I don't have to reciprocate that back to you. Mm-hmm. Right? I can draw the line in the sand without having to step over that line myself for you to understand that.
Right.
And that was something that I had to learn through all of that, because with the dissolving of my previous marriage, there was a lot of understanding that the people we were not the people we were meant to be together. Like, you know, and so that helped alleviate a lot of the pain that I felt like that this marriage failed. This sucked. This ended. Why couldn't I be better? Why couldn't I have been a better person? Why couldn't she do things more so that I wouldn't have to react a certain way? It's like, but that made me realize a lot, like just opening my eyes and like just being more self-aware about the people around me, myself, and trying to fill those holes, but like not with like the patchwork. You put a hole in the sheetrock and then you go and get just like a little wire or something, a little mesh thing, and slap on some kind of hardening paste, right? Yeah, no, not that. Like you would cut out whatever sheetrock from stud to stud, and you would put in a new piece of sheetrock and cover that up, and you would tape it down. Do it right, and you would patch it correctly, so that whenever you get back into a situation, the foundation that's there isn't weak.
Yeah,
it's done right. So that's what's, I would say, started my whole journey into becoming more accepting, more graceful, more considerate, more this, that, and the third for others, and allowing people to be themselves without without having negative reactions to things that I don't care for.
Yeah.
Personally, like my pet peeves no longer are like really pet peeves. Yeah, I'm like, but I'm like, that's all right, man. That's cool, and we move on.
Yeah,
it's not going to change anything whether I react negatively or not.
No.
So
cool. So this one time,
so there was a pizza. And it changed my life.
You're not gonna believe how good this pizza was. No. It was when that guy pointed out to me that I said pizza instead of pizza. No, for me, the thing that I would say is the most impactful and life-changing is deciding to come back to Kansas after high school.
Okay, yeah.
Because
you moved away for a little while.
Moved to Tulsa.
Hold on a second. Or you can keep talking. I'm going to get some more.
Okay. So, as a quick little backstory, he already knows it, but I lived with my sister. I graduated high school. Once I graduated high school, my sister was like, cool, got you to the finish line. The rest is you. and she sent us back to live with my dad. But I was already dating Claudia at the time, so we had to do this long distance relationship for probably 3 months, and it was a rough one. It was a rough 3 months. I was coming back like every month, 3 weeks roughly.
So 3 times.
I only came back like 3 times, maybe 2 times, because the third time I came to stay.
He's like, I can't do
Came
this.
back for good. I'm still back. I'm still visiting.
Right. I never unvisited.
I was working construction with my dad, and I was just like, I just want to go back. Like, all my friends are there. I had no friends in Tulsa anymore. I lived there before I came here, but I didn't hang out with anyone. Like, we had all graduated already. They had graduated without me. Like, like there was just a weird disconnect. And you were here, Claudia was here. So I was like, I just want to go back over there. Like, life was good over there.
Right.
And yeah, there's a whole thing of like us going to my dad. First was my older brother saying, yeah, if you want to go, we'll go. I think he really just wanted to get out of the house. But we agreed, okay, let's go. We went to talk to my dad and told him, hey, this is what we want to do. He said, if you leave, you're not coming back. If you're going to do this, make sure it's what you want to do. And we said, yeah, that's what we want to do. I remember even working the last day of work with my dad, and it was such a fucking mess. Not work-wise, but like, my dad was like, we need to tie this rebar from here to here before we can leave. It was a Saturday. We were going to come over here to sign the lease for the apartment. And my brother and I were like, bet. Started hauling ass, bro. This is going crazy with it. And then my dad was like, okay, we need to do that side too. I was like, bro, start hauling ass, going crazy with it. I wasn't even that good, but that day, I was cooking.
Oh, it was like, I wasn't making no mistakes.
Yeah. And then at some point, it got hella windy. And we were like at the bottom of like this building. So they were already building the rest of the floors. We were just kind of putting in like the rebar for them to pour the concrete in the individual rooms.
Okay.
And so they were already like halfway up to the building, and we were at the very, very bottom. It just started getting windy as fuck. So much so that like the crane operators had to stop working. Most people went home. We were going to go home as soon as we finished what we were doing. But it got so windy we had to get behind a wall. Like the rebar that we hadn't tied was starting to fly up, but it's like one half was already tied down. It was just flopping up and down.
Dang,
and I was like, we're gonna die here before I get to go back.
It's like, I made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
I'm staying, Dad.
And then
call off the wind gods and stuff.
Yeah, the animo. Eventually, it calmed down. We finished the day, and we came over here, and life-changing, because things were rough for me and Claudia. If that was to continue, we weren't going to be together.
Yeah.
I think that my life is completely different if I don't decide to come back.
I feel like, not in any disrespect for either one of you, right? I don't think it's a disrespect, but some people might look at it that way.
We'll see. Go on.
You know what?
Nah, go on, bro.
I'm good.
Go on.
I'm good, man.
No, come on.
I really appreciate the water.
Come on, dog.
Come on. No. I saw one where he says it in Spanish.
Does he?
Yeah. Anyway, no, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like you guys are pretty good for each other simply because, like, you guys do somewhat become codependent on each other.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that it makes your guys' relationship that much stronger because, like, you need each other. Or, and it not need so much sense because you can both be independent. Yeah. Right? But, like, you need each other for you guys to work.
Yeah.
Because you're the codependency. It's like, well, I want to go do this, but I need my other half. Yeah. To do that with me. Or else, like, it's going to suck. And it's like, why be with someone if I can't have my other half to go through life with me? Because from what we've talked about is that if you stayed, she wasn't moving. Like,
she wasn't going to Tulsa. What the fuck?
Right. Like, for one, you already didn't have friends. Like, she really wasn't going to have nobody.
Yep.
So, I think that you made the best call for, your relationship.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I hope that, you're as happy as you can be, at least with that decision.
Yeah, no, life would have been completely different. I think that even besides me and her not being together, like, where she'd be in life and where I'd be in life would have been completely different. And it all would have, the same way I tie it back to that moment now, I think it all would have tied back to that moment as well.
Yeah.
Like, it would have just been like my life could have been shit.
Like, if you were doing a different podcast with a different person, you'd be like, yeah, this would be...
And I'd be like, dude, my life fucking sucks. I am alone.
He's like, I should have went back. I had the opportunity. Except, it would be slightly different. Your dad would have been like, I think you might need to go.
Ain't no way my dad would have said that.
Well, who knows?
My dad was...
He'd have been like, you're depressed. Así mero, güey. Ponte más horas en el trabajo, güey.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't know what my dad thought. Oh, my dad wanted me to go to school. He wanted me to work construction that summer and eventually sign up for school. And when I didn't sign up for school, he was like...
You were too much of a dreamer.
You're going to keep working. Yeah, because that's when I was still recording music. I had my mic over there, sending songs back and forth. Yeah, man. That was a time.
So. I'm going to hit you with this, bro. This is am I overreacting?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Read me the title. I forgot already.
Am I overreacting? Hold on. I got to sneeze.
Woohoo! I don't know why I made that noise. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Mario.
It did sound like Mario. I just wanted to be a part of your experience.
Yeah, don't do that again. So,
damn.
Am I overreacting for being hurt? My girlfriend doesn't care about my graduation.
That's the title?
That's the title.
I'm gonna early predictions. I'm gonna say no. You're not overreacting. Cause what do you mean you don't care?
She don't care.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm the guy, like what? What you mean you don't care?
Right. You're already overreacting for him.
Yeah.
Like the fool. Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm gonna read the caption that he has to all these pictures, and then we'll get into the meats and potatoes of what the conversation was.
Okay.
In a few days, I'm going to graduate with my BSN. I think that's a bachelor's in something.
Science?
Could be. I don't want a big celebration at all, but it's still a big accomplishment for me. I get she wants to think about it all realistically, and we talked about that when she got home, but I feel bad now. I've always congratulated her for her own achievements. And even though will still be stretched for time, still be parents, so they got kids, etc., this is a big step in both our lives. Okay? Mm-hmm. So it's three screenshots. Him. What time do you get home from work tonight? Her. Around 8. Why? Him. I was just wondering if we could, go over some plans. Her. Plans for what? Him. Plans for my graduation. Her. Yeah, sure, but why? Him. What do you mean? Her. What plans do you have for your graduation? LOL question mark. Him. I mean, nothing special, of course, but I'm just excited. Once I graduate, so much changes, you know? I'm trying to give it a little, Her. Yeah, obvi, but not for a long time. Him. Our time eases up a lot, though. Of course, it won't transform our life or whatever, but, we won't be as stressed, and you know that. Her. Not really, to be honest. I still have to work. We still have to watch, I'm assuming their child's name is bleeped out, all of the time. Honestly, I don't care about your graduation that much. I'll let you go with your friends if you want to, but I don't think you should be happy at all. Him. What? So you're saying I shouldn't be happy after 4 years of work? Maybe I'm confused, but I don't know what you're saying right now. Her. All I'm saying is that I don't really care that much personally. I'll let you be happy. LOL, I won't stop you. Him. We celebrated your graduation, though. Crying emoji. Like the two streams down their face, right? Her. Yeah, we did, but I didn't waste time like you did. You know, I want you to be happy, but we have to be realistic. Like I said, you can celebrate with your friends, but in my opinion, it's nothing special. Him? Okay.
If she don't got a motherfucking surprise party waiting for him at home after this conversation, I'm gonna lose it.
I think it's safe to say that she did not, based off of some of the comments I read already when I was digging in.
This has made me upset. Like, bro, are you fucking with me right now? You joking? You have to actually be joking right now, cause ain't no way my significant other is talking to me like this. Let me get you on the horn, actually. Let me get you. Let me dial your number, cause I want to hear it out your teeth.
I want to hear how you say it.
I want to hear your tone. I want to hear your vibe. Where are you at? Because I do not like the person you are in these texts. I do not like what's going on. And you better sprinkle some emojis on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She didn't have any emojis.
Yeah.
Any.
Because you just told me his emojis.
Right. He only had one, and it was the crying one. I felt that.
Bro. That's nuts. No, he's not overreacting. I'm just, no.
Yeah, I don't think so
Open
either.
and shut case. Easy day at the office.
Yeah. The fact that she said, I really don't care about it, or it's nothing special, I don't feel like you should be happy about it.
Even if you feel like he wasted his time, don't tell the man that.
From what I gathered in the comment, the reason why she said that was possibly because she went to a Votech school.
The fuck is that?
So it strictly focuses on the classes you need to achieve said job that you're going to college for.
So
what I'm assuming is his is a regular 4-year university, meaning he had to get his basics in English, history, mathematics, whatnot.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he had to do the extra class or the classes that are directed.
Are required.
Yeah, directly correlated with the bachelor's that he got. That is the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
That she is referring to when she says, "But I didn't waste time." Like for her graduation, like she got her graduation like as fast as possible, right? A girl, I don't give a damn. You saved maybe 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Which, great. That's why we celebrated.
Yeah.
Right? But we still stressed out. However, I wanted to do a 4-year college. Mm-hmm. I wanted to get all my stuff knocked out in the way that I thought was best, right? Now that 4 years of my life is done, while like being with you, and you like supposedly supporting me, now telling me that it's no big deal, that it's not something to be happy about, that it's not something special, that it's not going to alleviate something, that it's not going to help us in the future, that it's not going to give us stuff to be less stressed, like he said. Like there's a whole lot of, you're saying a lot of knots. Then what are you saying?
Yeah.
Well, what was the point of all these 4 years? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, let's just not be happy about what's coming after the 4 years. Like the job that I'm going to be getting. We shouldn't be happy about that. I don't, anyway.
I couldn't, I would not be. Oh, Claudia just texted me, if you go to McDonald's, give me a mocha frappe,
we should.
Please.
We are going to get her one. Because she's supportive. She would have been supportive.
She would have definitely been supportive. She would have been happy
if you are a significant other, you are a partner of any type of sort, and you support your people, you get frappe mochas.
Bro, it's nuts that they would even like look at this person as your partner. And I know everybody has different relationships and everybody handles their things different. But like, you can't be happy that I finished that I accomplished something. I'm sure I've been bitching to you about this shit for 4 years, and you can't give me a like 3 clapping emojis. You can't give me the little confetti effect. Come on. I texted Claudia when I got out of work and said I'm free.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. She showed that to me. That was hilarious. So that was one reason why I wanted to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to add on to this.
Okay.
Because as I was reading through the comments, it turns out that he has posted other questions, other situations about him and his girl, about just him and his life.
Okay.
And I'm going to just read some of the titles because I don't want to really get into all the nitty gritty, right? Very first one that he has that's public. And I'm not saying his username just because I don't want anybody that might know him or whatever, for whatever reason, even though his username's kind of different. But it seems like a lot of traction is going on, and some of them like, oh, I've seen him before, like his username. I've recognized this person. Mm. So first one is, I'm struggling to take care of my kid as a 22-year-old. This was 121 days ago. So he's a young kid, young kid with his daughter. And so what it says here is, okay, it's not super long. I have a daughter, with my girlfriend who's 26. So she's older, like 4 years older than him.
Sounds like you did waste some time.
Oh man,
I don't like this woman.
Yeah, I was 26 and got whatever and got my degree. You was 28, 30 years old by the time you got your. Hey, nah, that's me. Anyway, I love my kid, of course.
You'll be way older than that.
Oh, jeez. You're right. I'm starting at 30. Anyways, I love my kid, of course, and I want only the best for her. However, it's been difficult. So anyway, he's like talking about, I'm still in university for my degree. Yeah. He works part-time in order to provide money alongside his girlfriend, who, while does have a full-time job, pays well, is not enough for the three of them. Mm-hmm. The relationship with his girlfriend isn't in the best spot, and we've struggled to find a new daycare for our daughter after we had to take her out of her old daycare due to mistreatment there.
What? That's crazy.
That's kind of those horror stories for parents, right? Yeah. Also with him dealing with his own journey to self-improvement, which is always a struggle anyways. Yeah. And it's really hard to do that with someone else, especially if you are in a tight spot. Financially, relationship, all these things, especially with everything going on at once. Mm-hmm. So I know I'm still in a much better spot compared to the majority of people. I'm at least compared to the whole world. And I feel like he's kind of downplaying himself right now. Like it's okay to feel like you're in a tough spot because the tough spot is personalized to you. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter to anybody. I hate belittling other people's journeys, challenges and stuff. Yeah. But I feel like I can't do anything right now when it comes to being a dad. I'm scared of I'm going to give my daughter a childhood that's worse than the one I could have provided if I did things more properly. Please, what should I do? And so he's like, seeking some advice here. Mm-hmm. He also has, I guess, some kind of issue with being short. He did also ask. He's like, how do I dress to make myself look taller? So he's got a little bit of some short king insecurities. Kind of like myself. I've always struggled with being short, but I'm okay with it now. But
here's what you do, bro.
There you go. Here you go.
Dress taller, right? Shorter shorts. Makes your legs a little longer.
Got my drawers showing by accident. Hold on, not that short.
The black bar.
My hanging out.
Boy, hanging brain.
Sorry, my other arm just decided to wave at the camera real quick.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how to dress tall.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I've kind of just embraced it. I'm going to be short.
Yeah, we need short people for there to be tall people.
I hate when people point it out like I didn't know I was short. I'm like, what's happening here?
Right. Okay, so he's got the short insecurity, and that's fine. That's normal.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being insecure about being short. I've done it. I still do a little bit, but not as much. I'm okay. I'm okay though. This is in a relationship advice thread. I feel like I'm on the verge of breaking up with my girlfriend after she slapped me.
Oh shit.
But that leaves our daughter in a terrible situation. What would be the best decision for our relationship going forward while still putting our baby first?
My boy in an abusive relationship.
Now, I'm not going to read this one because this one is long.
Okay, next one.
So, yeah. But just the fact that you had to post about getting slapped, I say leave, bro.
Yeah.
And my advice is that you want your daughter to witness a loving and fulfilling relationship, because what she is growing up in and what she sees will mimic in some form or fashion inside of her own future relationships.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Yeah.
Productivity. He's like, what I've done to still be productive as an insomniac. So now he also has issues with sleeping. So that's got to be.
He's always got to stay on guard at all times. Right?
Might get smacked again. He's got college. He's got to do it.
He sleeps with one eye open, don't he?
Oh.
Don't sleep at all.
He's trying to switch his car from a 2012 to a 2018. So he's trying to like get some things kind of taken care of again. And then he's also trying to get some mental clarity through using CBD. So there's kind of a couple of things that are kind of going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a sort of update, actually.
Okay.
This was 2 days ago.
Okay.
He said, "Hi, I just want to say thank you to everyone who gave me support for my last post, which was the Am I Overreacting? I didn't think I'd get so much fucking attention. I honestly thought I'd just be venting into the void almost. I've talked about the situation regarding my graduation with my GF more, and we both understand each other better now. I guess that's all I have to say. I don't want to regularly update whoever still cares about this, nor do I really care to. Sorry if that sounds rude, LOL. I might delete this post soon. I don't know. I might delete my account, but regardless, I got worries about this. I don't know. Anyway, thank you everyone again who gave me support. Please, though, don't give me fucking rewards, LOL. I don't know how to even use them, but most importantly, don't dox my girlfriend. Effing stupid for leaving my Instagram in my bio, so I take the blame for that. But don't do that. You don't help."
Oh, shit.
Okay. Well,
oh, damn. Things escalated.
Yeah, and it's really because of that abusive. I think it was really because of that abusive relationship post, which is what was leading me into my next thing. Is like she found out, she started getting some things, stuff started popping up for her, whatever. And she's like, why is this happening? What's going on? What are you doing? What up? I don't think I've done anything. And now all of a sudden she finds out that he's been like venting on Reddit now, and so now he's got to get rid of the relationship, or he's got to get rid of Reddit. And I think that if you're getting this good support system from Reddit, it might be the girlfriend. That's my personal opinion. I don't know your situation, but getting slapped has always been like I don't care if a woman hits me like from my chest down, like they can smack me around, whatever. But the second I get smacked in my face, nah. I've had it happen to me twice in my entire life. One girl in middle school. That was when I found out I did not like getting slapped in the face, so I didn't do anything. But I was very pissed off.
You're like, noted.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
Exactly. Yeah. The second time happened during sex, and I
put the blicky out.
No, I already had the blicky in her, man. But like, I almost
the gun.
Oh, it was. I shot. I was shooting there.
I came so hard.
Not due to that. I had to turn her around, and I was like, don't you ever in your life put your hands on me like that again.
People are into that, though.
Yes, and that's great for them. This people is not. That's all I'm saying. And, maybe it's my fault. But I think that it's also hers. You know, I should wear a shirt that says "Don't slap me," maybe. But she should also be asking people.
Yeah, you should probably ask before you slap somebody.
Are you okay if I slap you? What you mean? Oh, no, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, no, I don't need a demonstration either.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 times I've been slapped in the face. I've been very close. I have had a girl almost slap me in the face. I deflected it. I was like, "You do not want to do that. Equal rights, equal fights."
I don't think I've been slapped in the face.
Good. I'm happy for you. Like extremely, because it is not a fun experience.
Yeah. I've been kicked in the nuts by a girl.
Oh yeah.
In middle school.
I am not okay with that either, but I am much less okay with being slapped than I am with being kicked in the nuts. Just my face, man. I'm already mad right now just talking about it. But
yeah. That last update sounded like the girl who's with an abusive guy or in a bad relationship and they break up, but then they get back together and they're just like, "Oh no, he's different now," and they try to justify being in this relationship. And it's like, it works both ways. Like, men can be in abusive relationships as well, and I think he might be. Like, that's crazy that she would talk to you like that.
Yeah, that's emotionally abusive.
And physically. She put his hands on him.
Oh, well, I meant specifically about what you were talking about. But yes, no, both. Yeah, she showcased emotional abuse and physical abuse. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't understand the premise of what happened because we didn't read it through the slapping portion. There is no justification for getting slapped, though.
I can't see a good justification for it.
I don't think that there's ever a justification for it. I think that there's things to drive people to do such things, but there's no justification. Like, you're in the right for that.
I don't think that long ass thread was saying that he had a mosquito on his face.
Yeah. Okay, there is one so far. I have been proven wrong. A mosquito on the face and getting slapped for it is okay.
I think you sent me a video of that guy who was gonna smack his girl's butt, and then she like bends down to get something from the. She like kneels down to get something from the bottom drawer, and he ends up smacking her in the face.
Oh,
have you seen that? I think you sent it to me.
Yeah, I probably did.
But like right as he's going to smack her butt, she like kneels down and
slapped her, smacked her. Yes. Oh, yes. I did send that. That was
like the caption was like, he's not gonna be able to explain this.
Yeah, because it was like at the right or the wrong time. Mm-hmm. That is so funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel bad for the dude. He's 22. She's 26. And scientifically speaking, her brain is far more developed than his. Because I think they say that your brain is fully developed around the age of 26. I don't know if that's a gender thing or whatever, but or a sex thing or whatever. But either way, it almost comes off as manipulating, like, oh, whatever, it's not a big deal because I've already done it. And it wasn't the hype, whatever. He celebrated with you though.
Yeah.
Like he, even if it was small, even if it was, whatever. And I think somewhere in there he mentioned like, oh yeah, no, she was just, we talked about it and she was just saying she was busy, but she didn't mention that. Like she didn't have time, or whatever. And he was like, I would have been okay if she would have said that, but she didn't, but we talked about it. I'm like, you're trying to make your girlfriend be okay.
Yeah. You've realized you've besmirched her name, and now you're like, well, why not? Like,
right.
Now, people are like on your side.
They're doxed, like that's he doxed crazy, her, right? Yeah. And so obviously I feel like someone went out and like, hey, this woman's abusing so-and-so user or whatever. And it I don't know how far it escalated, but
yeah,
I think.
Or they were probably just messaging her on her social media being like, you're a bitch for doing this, yada, yada.
Like, don't you ever touch my boy again without him consenting.
Give the username and everything. Don't touch my boy's 886 69 420 Lord whatever.
Trick shot underscore 4324 banana emoji.
User 8999960.
Yeah. So, like, I feel bad for him. Yeah. I do. He's young. She's not necessarily all that old either, so she's still pretty young. But like, I feel like she's using her small gap in age.
Yeah.
As like I don't know. It
And
sucks, man.
Not celebrating with the man like that.
It's something so small.
It's y'all could have just got dinner, like whatever, you know.
Literally, or make him dinner. Like, bro, you don't even have to go nowhere.
Yeah.
You could celebrate at home.
Yeah.
Like, I just need support. I just need you. I just need to know, like, you're as happy for me as I am for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wasn't happy for this graduation, you better make me happy for this graduation. Like, hey, I know you might not think it's a big deal, because I appreciate that. But if you don't, then it's whatever. It's cool, right? I'm chilling because I didn't care. You don't have to care necessarily either. But for a woman or a partner, doesn't have to be a woman, right? But a partner that's like, I know you don't think this is a big deal, but it is.
Yeah.
Like, people don't get this. People don't make it. Sometimes they drop out, whatever, yada, yada. They don't make it to this point. Yeah. You did. I got you something. Yeah. It's small. It could be a cupcake with a candle in it. It don't even have to have a candle in it. It could just be like, I made you something. I got you something.
Right.
I'm here for you if you want to do something. We can just sit and watch a movie tonight, your favorite movie. I got an ice cream. Mm-hmm. Dude, like, I mean, like, literally the most effortless type of things. You could do whatever you were going to do that night anyways and just say it was for him.
Yeah.
I made you dinner. You were going to make dinner anyways. Yeah, but I made your favorite dish. It was going to be the dish you were going to make anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, just tell him, like, just make him believe. In a bow for you. Make him believe it.
Like, Claudia's finishing her semester this week, and best believe we're going to go out to eat somewhere.
Hell yeah.
We're going to go to a restaurant that I've been wanting to go to, bro.
Have you mentioned it to me?
I don't know if I have. I don't
okay,
think so.
Where are you trying to go, man? Maybe I'll show up.
Fogo de Chao.
Huh?
Fogo de Chao.
Hold on. Fold up a child?
Fogo?
Full?
Fogo.
Fogo.
Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao. Okay. I'm dead ass at the beginning. I thought you were saying fold up a child.
Yeah, I gotta go fold up a child, boy.
I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fogo de Chao.
Right.
Is a Brazilian.
I
think it's like a Brazilian buffet restaurant in where is it? In the Plaza.
Oh, KC? Like Crown Plaza?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not Crown Plaza.
No?
No. At the Plaza.
Is Crown Plaza not the Plaza? Or is Crown Plaza that one building?
Crown Plaza is that one building.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Where like it's like across the street from the aquarium and shit.
Oh.
That's Crown Plaza.
Okay, yeah, no.
The
Plaza is like where that like gift shop, the ice rink is at. It's got the trees and everything lined up, when they do the lights and stuff.
Yes.
That area.
I believe so.
Okay. The only Plaza I've.
But yeah, that's that restaurant. She went when she was in high school. I've never been, and but when she went, she didn't eat red meat.
She was vegan or vegetarian. Or trying to.
Yeah, she was trying to be vegetarian.
We literally, me and her just went through memory lane as to like her.
Yeah. Some
choices we both made, like, yeah.
Yeah. So she was she didn't get to experience the restaurant like
fully.
For real.
Yeah.
So then I want to take her there, and it's coinciding with me getting my first paycheck with this new job and her finishing school. I'm like, this is perfect.
Right, the stars are aligned.
Yeah, we're gonna go celebrate.
That's what's up. I didn't take you for someone to eat Brazilian food.
We'll find out.
Oh, you don't know either.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I've heard it's really good though. Like my boy Braille, who lives in Topeka, is like, that's his favorite restaurant. Like that's like his.
Oh, so there's a chain. It's not.
No, it's here.
He comes all the way out here just to eat.
His wife brought him there. Took him there for his birthday, and he's like, "Cause it's my favorite restaurant." So it's got high praise.
Okay, and from people you deem
Yeah.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool.
So, I want to try it. I also kind of want to go on this this year I want to just try these out of my price range or old price range restaurants. Like I was telling you about that fancy Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, fine
dining Mexican restaurant. Like
that caldo where it's like
yeah.
the sauce, the mole.
The mole just big. Where's the rest of this? Yeah. I want to go there. I want to go to a bunch of places in Kansas City that I think Gordon Ramsay has a restaurant in Kansas City. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My sister's been there. She said it's good.
So, what we used to do over in Alaska was, every weekend, me and a buddy, we would just drive around town and find a new restaurant that we hadn't eaten at. Like, hey, let's try that place out. That place looked different, looked cool.
A couple duds in there.
Yeah.
I bet.
I mean, that's
it's
the part of the
happen.
adventure. Yeah. So one really good spot was this Italian spot that we went to. And then for me, I feel like I had more duds than him. Probably, I'm very more exclusive to the type of foods that I like. So yeah, it's kind of hard being a picky eater and doing stuff like that. But it was always still fun. It was a good experience. There were some out of my comfort food that I would never try just based off what it looks like, presentation, the way it smells, and what it's called, and all these little factors. But since I'm there, I'm paying.
Yeah,
you gotta have one meal, my guy. The meal, the drink, and we would try to get one of their specialty drinks too. This is a you drink. This isn't something I can just walk down the street and grab as well. So we did that, and there was some really great places. Some really, I'm upset that I spent this much and still left empty.
Like I was telling you about that one place. I'm pissed because I'm full and I didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that would be fun. Maybe you guys can pick that kind of hobby up. That'd be dope.
No, we had a good minute where we were just going. I was just taking her to different restaurants, and we were seeing which ones we liked the best. Because every Saturday we would go out to eat. Right. That's kind of changing now that I work every other weekend. Yeah. But every Saturday we go out to eat, and originally when we started, we were going to. You okay?
My tinnitus has been really bad today.
You did say that earlier.
The third time, and that's not normal. Wow. For me. Sorry.
We're getting close to wrapping this episode up. When we first started going to a restaurant every Saturday, we were going to Red Robin, Chili's, 54th Street, basically just chain restaurants. Yeah.
And mid-tier sit-down restaurants.
Yeah, Olive Garden, right, stuff like that. And then it was I was talking with some coworkers, and they're like, "Oh, this place is really good," and they were like, "And this place," and I was like, "Go on, go on."
My restaurant notebook.
Yeah, and they were like, "You might want to go here." I've never been there, but I heard it's good. I'm like,
I'll take it.
Bet. And so then it must seem like every weekend I was coming back with a new restaurant. I'm like, "Oh, let's go here," and she'd be like, "Okay," and we would go and we would figure out what to order and we would get in. And that was 2 years ago, something like that. And now our Rolodex,
still in the army.
Our Rolodex of restaurants is completely different now. When it's what are we gonna eat this week? It's we got mad. I ain't been to fucking Chili's in a minute, bro. You hungry?
We're talking about too much food.
Yeah.
My stomach's I like food. Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, man, I'm hungry too. Anyway,
let's go ahead and wrap this up. Well, we gotta go eat.
Yeah, man.
You got it this time, baby.
I got it.
Sign us out.
I just want to remind y'all that I am the champion when we go to kick at the fields, and in case he's that's physical work. You're not beating me on the sticks. I'm also the champion at beating him on the sticks. Should have said that backwards. because it holds more weight beating him in real life. So anyway,
They're both real to me.
King of soccer right here. You know what I'm saying.
But if you don't hurry up,
this was episode 37.
37.
Damn.
37.
This is episode 37. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things that you do for all the people that you like to watch, if you like to watch us. This is Apartment 103. This is my boy
Hector.
And I am Alfredo. All we got to say now is you ain't got to go home.
Nah, you ain't got to.
But you got to get the hell out of here.
Out of here. Peace.
Peace.